What's up, y'all? It is your boy, Uriah, back at it with another video. Now, before I get into the video about my whole high school experience, I want to thank you guys for clicking on this video. I would like y'all to like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. I will be posting every week, every Monday, and about the video I posted today that I'm recording. I did have background music, but it got copyrighted, and I was like, I was supposed to post it at, post it at 4, but the whole loading time and everything like that, along with it. So, I didn't look at the video to see if it was corrupted. If it is my bad. But I'm with y'all right now. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I just pray and hope that it's not corrupted and everything, and it's all good. But yeah, turn on those post notifications. My Instagram and TikTok will pop up on the screen right now. Go ahead and go check those spots out. I will be doing a Q&A post on my Instagram, so I will y'all can ask me questions for the mukbang. I said last video it would be this video that I would be doing the mukbang, but I decided to do this one before anything else. I don't know when I'm gonna do the mukbang because I got stuff going on right now. But yeah, go there and follow, and this and a third. You can catch some sneak peeks on my Instagram or my TikTok to see what this video is going to be about, or what the other videos have in store for you. So, sorry, I'm doing a lot of rambling. I had a lot of editing that other video, so I'm not going to get too much into it. But welcome to the Real Uriah channel, and let's get into it. Peace. Okay, so my high school experience. High school for me was like more of a battlefield and a blessing for me in a lot of ways. And before I even got into high school, it was the summer of I was a senior in middle school. I think that's what it's called. I don't remember. It's been a while. And it's summertime, and I'm about to go into high school. Now, I just finished 13 Reasons Why, and that kind of screwed my brain up about what I was expecting to get into in high school, because in 13 Reasons Why, there was a lot of bull crap that happened, this and the third, and I wasn't, that one bathroom scene with the dude had me messed up mentally. So I was like, yeah, this is gonna be hard. But it kind of it was an experience. Like, it wasn't like 13. In some ways it was, in some ways it wasn't. I'll get into it more later into the video. But basically, I was there at T.R. Robinson High School for 4 years. Freshman. What's after freshman? I don't know. I was there for all 4 years. All right, it's been a while since I've been to school, y'all. And there was a lot of stuff that happened that kind of changed my life in a lot of ways, and still affecting me to this day. A lot of that stuff I will probably cover in more videos, but I just want to do a whole recap since you guys haven't seen me in a while. And y'all, I started this whole thing in high school, and now I'm out of high school. There's a lot that has changed, you know what I mean? I'm 21 now, so there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of crazy things that happen, and I'll cover some of that stuff later. But yeah. So I already told you guys my mindset going in. Well, I told you guys what I was afraid of going into high school. But my whole thing when I besides that, I was like ready for the, I guess, like young adult life. You know what I mean? There was a lot of things that like when I was younger, like was not allowed to do and stuff like that. I was not allowed to participate in because of my age, and you know, like a lot of that stuff was for high schoolers, and I wasn't a high schooler yet. So I was very happy to experience the high school life, but I was also afraid because I don't know everything I need to know about high school life. You know what I mean? Like going in, you know what I mean? You don't know like what to do, what not to do. You know, I kind of treated it like middle school, but high school has more of a you get more, you have a lot more things to do in high school, and a lot more things are a lot more important. And I was kind of like that guy that was like, okay, this is the time where high schoolers want to find out what they want to do with their life, this and the third. And I can't remember what obviously I wanted to do YouTube because I started it in high school, but I feel like there was something else I wanted to do. It was a lot different from it was a lot different from what I wanted to do right now, but I can't remember. If I do remember, because over the course of life, kids grow up wanting to be this and then that and this and this and that third. When I was super young, I wanted to be like an astronaut, and then I wanted to be like a person that saved the wilderness, with the trees and the animals and stuff like that. And then I wanted to become the list goes on. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, that was kind of like my mindset. But now, like the whole friend situation and stuff like that, there was there was. Let me say this cautiously because I don't want them to see the video and be like, "Nah, dog, I was there with you from the beginning. This and the third." But I'm sorry if I don't remember, but I feel like there was like one person one person one person that like I knew before going into high school, and they went into high school with me, and that is a close friend of mine. And we first met in a Boys and Girls Club. My mom wanted me at the house for a while. You know what I mean? Summer was a little handful. She had work. I had nothing to do. But I met him there. I call him Mickey. I met Mickey there, and then Mickey ended up being in TR Robinson High School also. So I kind of already had like my boy with me. You know what I mean? That was kind of like my dude. That was my dog. This and the third. We were like brothers and stuff like that. So it kind of like trucked along. Me and him were just kind of like actually family, like throughout that whole thing. So I don't want to say I didn't really talk to a lot of people, because that's probably true. Yeah. because okay, let me stop. Right, let me stop real quick. Let me explain something to y'all real quick. I was living in a whole different part of Florida. I mean, yeah, Florida. Let's just say that. Just stay with me for a little bit. All right. I was first at Buchanan Middle School, and I was living near Robinson TR Robinson High School. So that's kind of like a long drive. I don't remember how long that drive was, but my mom had to get up early in the morning, take me all the way over there, come back to work over here. So she did not want to do that anymore. Now, when you're usually coming out of a middle school, you kind of like find nearby high schools to go to. I was not living over there at Buchanan, but I still wanted to go to a high school around that surrounding area. And I had a lot of friends that was going to the same high school that I wanted to go to, which was Gaither. I wanted to go to Gaither High School. Now, I wanted to go because I had a lot of friends that was going to Gaither. Now, I knew that going to Robinson, it would be a whole switch up. It will be a whole switcheroo because it was a lot of people that I didn't grow up with. Basically, when you're in school, you grow up with the same classmen, this and the third. Some people come in, old people leave, this and the third, but you still kind of like grow up in the same. You grow up together, so you already know who this person is, how this person is, this and the third. Me getting plucked out of that environment and put into this new environment of people I don't know and everything else, and it was very scary for me. So I'm glad I got that out of the way. So basically, I'm at this new school. I only got one friend really, and yeah, it was stressful. It was stressful. I was upset. I was upset because it was my mom and her mom's decision for me, my other siblings. You're gonna go to this school, and you're gonna like it. But the good thing is I got to finish middle school there with my friends in this and the third, because they could have been took me out and put me in this other middle school that and honestly, yeah, no, I would still like to finish my Buchanan years there. So that was kind of it. But I also had a passion going into high school, which was YouTube. I've always wanted to. People always found me entertaining, funny, this and the third. Now I might not come across it on the internet now. I don't know. I always wanted to reach out and help those in need. I guess I've always had that in me, especially now since I feel like God pushed me to do it now. So I got a lot more experience and stuff like that, and stuff that happened that I could share with you guys, But yeah. Did I feel like I was like anybody in high school? No, I kind of I don't like in middle school, I felt like I was somebody. Like everybody was different people, but I don't know how to explain it. Like in middle school, you knew that person and who they mess with and what he's good at, this and the third, da 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 da. In high school, it was kind of like a lot of kids, like kind of trying to find themselves, this and the third. They kind of find their people, this and the third, but they like not a lot of people would stand out like they would in middle school. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, it might be from my perspective of that I didn't grow up with these people that was around me now, but yeah. So high school was a crazy joint. It only gets crazier from there because let's move on to the next segment, yo. Okay. All right. So I want to start off by saying, I love my mom. All right. These were feelings that I had back during the time of everything that was happening. All right. So I'm gonna be real with y'all for a moment. I'm not gonna talk about everything, but because I could talk about it, I can go a lot deeper into it with videos. But you be in my shoes for a moment, all right? A kid happy with middle school life, thinking that he's gonna go to Gaither, but a parent and her mom taking that kid and putting him in a place he doesn't want to be in, people that he doesn't really know, this and the third. Was it predominant? I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, I don't know, but I'm not gonna say that. Also, the parent can't be taking the kid here back and forth picking them up on time, this, and the third, all the way across town when they work near home and the kid is away from home right now. So you can look at my mom's shoes and you can look at mine. All right. Now, kids all near home, they could walk home to school, school to home, this, and the third, while the mom stays at work. All right. Now, it's a lot easier for that person. So now the kid has to adjust. All right. Now, the adjust period, it was cool. You know what I mean? I ended up growing up with certain people that I knew. Like, there was a lot of kids in the class and different classes that I, hey, what's up? What's going on? Hey, how you doing? Da 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 da. Boom. Hey, you got that work from other? She tripping. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But obviously, sorry, I'm trying to find the right words to say this because I don't want it to come off as something that it's not. But things happen, I went through a traumatic experience in my freshman year of high school that still affects me to this day. But ended up getting PTSD from it, and depression. So after that, I kind of did not really like my mom for a while. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to be there. Like, if I was at Gaither, I knew this would have never happened. This and the third probably would have never happened. No, most likely would have never literally happened because I'll talk about it in a different video. But I gained trauma in a place that I have to stay at. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to be there anymore. You know what I mean? It was just like, you try to meet a situation with a cool head, this and the third. Obviously you made a lot of mistakes before this. You know what I mean? It was just a whole melting pot of, just craziness. But, things happen. And, that stuff kind of messed with my high school experience. You know what I mean? A lot of kids didn't have to worry about PTSD, this and the third, in the freshman year. But then again, everybody else, some other people might have had. You know what I mean? It's just crazy to me. You know what I mean? That was kind of like the start of my 13 reasons why. But not saying that it didn't get better. I'm not trying to say that. What I'm saying is, I'm glad, I'm glad I'm standing here in front of you guys today, so you guys don't have to make any mistake that you can't come back from. You know what I mean? I didn't make that mistake. You don't have to make a mistake that you cannot come back from. All right. Things did get better for me, and I pray that if you guys are still in high school, I pray that things, and y'all have PTSD from whatever situation, I pray that your situation does get better. And, over the years, I want to say, like, the last 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. I want to say, no. First it was freshman year, and then I'm going to skip over to, like, the 2 years, sophomore, junior, I think, or junior and sophomore. I don't know which one goes first. That was kind of the Shady Kid era. Y'all say excuse me? Say excuse me. I'm not moving. Okay, I'm joking. Basically, that was kind of the Shady Kid era, and the whole YouTube thing was kind of affecting my school life in a certain way, because I was kind of like building like a reputation, I guess. For other people, it was kind of like, yeah, don't talk to this dude, this and the third. He did this to this, he said this and this and the third. And on this side, it was kind of like breaking news podcast. What happened in third period with Uriah? And like, it was kind of that kind of thing with other people. It was kind of like keeping up what's going on in high school in my life. You know what I mean? And yeah, and then that was kind of affecting. Like, it affected my relationships with people. It affected my relationship with people, and plus with everything that was going on after the whole drama. I'm not blaming everything. I'm just saying I do take accountability. I'm just saying certain things would never happen if certain things didn't happen. All right, there's a domino effect in that tornado. But senior year, I wasn't doing YouTube anymore, but there was a lot of stuff happening at home that was not okay. You know what I mean? I'll probably get into that into a podcast. But I'm saying that I didn't have not saying everybody else had a perfect, high school experience, this and the third, but there was a lot of people learning how to drive and this and the third, and not having to worry about that stuff with compared to the stuff that I have had going on. You know what I mean? So, there was a lot of stuff that was happening off camera and affecting my high school life and my real life, that had in my emotional and spiritual things that was happening with me. So, that happened. Yeah. Now, I want to say there was a turning point in my high school life. There was a lot of turning points, but I feel like there's a good turning point, and it definitely wasn't freshman year. But I'm not sure which year it was. I don't know if it was sophomore or junior, and I don't know which one comes first. So it was somewhere in the middle between my freshman and senior year that there was a turning point. And well, there was kind of like a turning. Okay, let me say this real quick, and then I'm gonna get to the point that I want to get to. In freshman year, there was kind of like a turning point where I didn't come home. Didn't go to school for a while, and I went to Walmart, and some guy just came up to me and knew everything about me that, like, you can't find on the internet. Oh my gosh, there is cat fur all over me. Why didn't you guys say something about that? Come on, guys. Thought we were friends. But some guy came up and spoke to me. There was a lot of stuff that he said that I didn't understand at the time until now. And after our conversation, I'll definitely make a video of it. Okay, guys, I promise I'll make a video of everything that I'm not talking about before a Q&A and everything else. But after our conversation, I went inside and bought me a cross that I wore all the time. I never took it off, this and the third. There were certain times that I did take it off. There were certain times because my spiritual battles were going through it. But that was kind of the turning point for me. I went back to school after that, this and the third, and things low-key got a little bit better for me. Even though it wasn't perfect, it got a little bit better for me. And yeah, but what the year that I do want to talk about, I don't know which one it is, sophomore or junior, you know what I mean? I did meet a lot of new people. I did reunite with in person, reunite with some of my middle school peoples. and I met a lot of new people also that changed my life. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I lost myself. Okay, yeah, I met a lot of new people in this and the third, and I I would like to say that I was 15 or 16 at this time, and I was there was a lot of stuff good. There was a lot of good stuff going on. Like I was in Intro TC for a while. I think I was still in Intro TC, and that was I really liked Intro TC because of the physical aspect of it and the leadership role I had. I was like the what was it called? I was the person that was in charge of the whole platoon exercising. Like I would call out exercises this and the third. I was in charge of that and what exercise we did that day, and that was pretty cool. But there was a whole thing outside of school where I reunited with certain people from my middle school years, and that was pretty much fun. I like it was something like I really needed. You know what I mean? Like I was glad to see that they were doing okay and meeting these new people that affected my whole life. You know, and still affects me to this day. But I guess knowing that they were okay, seeing that they were okay, seeing that we were still cool this and the third, kind of made everything better again. You know what I mean? It was kind of like a home away from home in a sense. But that was my turning point. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, there's a lot of stuff I'm not talking about because there's a lot of stuff. Next, growth and finding purpose. This one is a little, I don't know how to, because in high school, because we're talking about high school years, my faith broke and then was rebuilt and rebroke, and because of a lot of stuff that was happening inside of high school and outside of high school. So my faith and everything like that kind of I was still searching for that in a whole. I was searching for it in different places and different religions and stuff like that, and that was a whole tornado itself also. But I did find comfort in music and everything like that outside of school. Away from home, away from school, I did find comfort in music and growing. Like I felt like I was able to grow outside of those places with the people that that was with me from middle school, and both emotionally and mentally, you know what I mean? And I was safe to be like a lot of stuff. The person I was in middle school and the person I was in high school was
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Sorry, y'all, that was my Alexa. I don't know what she was talking about. Okay, but anyway, that threw me off, man. I would like to say that was like in my eyes, I don't think I was putting on a mask, but they could see, I was going through some things, and it was a safe place for me to be there, and I didn't have to talk about it. I didn't really talk about it. They knew, but no one pressured or anything like that. But I could grow there. You know what I mean? I knew that there was a light a little bit after in that place, but I didn't understand what that was until now, around this time. You know what I mean? And I didn't understand what the guy was talking about at Walmart until now. This and the third. So I kind of found my purpose outside of high school because I already had a lot of stuff going on at home during high school and in high school itself. So, yeah. Graduating high school. That was okay, let me be real with y'all for a moment. I was not really good at math, so I was not I was not really good at math. Like, it was to the point. I want to thank God for Mr. Pettit. He was one of the principals at high school that I was at, and he was sitting with me and a group of kids. Like, he was like, "We're gonna get this. You're gonna walk across the stage for your high school diploma. This and the third, And I was one of those kids that was like, if I don't pass this, joint, which I've taken, like, I'll get more deep into it, but if I didn't pass it, I was not going to walk across the stage for graduation. Now, there was a test. I think it's called the PERT test, I want to say. I'm not sure. Or the PERT. I don't know. It's like a math joint. You have to get a certain amount of questions right out of X amount of questions. I think it was like 64. Stay with me. It was like 64. You have to get a 64 on the test, and you'll be good to graduate. You already did your reading. You already did language, arts, sciences, and the third. You're good on all those. It was just math that you needed help with. Once you pass this test, you can go walk across the stage. Now, first time I did it, I got a 64. I'm like, yes, Nick, yes, I'm walking across the stage. Yeah, yeah. Turns out the last minute, after the whole test was like submitted, you have to get like 75 on it now. So I'm like, huh? I'm thinking like, okay, maybe the people that didn't pass, you know what I mean, have to get a 75 now, which is, I'm still good because I passed the first time, this and the third. No, even if you did pass, everybody gotta retake that test. Now, I was a little upset because I was like, bro, what the heck, bro? let me have this. Let me walk across the stage. Do you know what I've been through? This and the third. Like, come on, bro. Let me get out of here. You know what I mean? I want to walk the stage. I want my diploma. Let me get out of here. Now, I don't know. It was crazy because I was waking up, going to school just for that one test, and It was crazy. It was crazy. Cause I'm like, bro, I just need this one test and I'm good. I'll graduate. I can put high school behind me and start my young adult life. And it was stressful. And I think I had to take that test 5 times after the first time. Listen, if y'all need help with history or mainly history, I got y'all. Y'all know what I mean? Like, I don't know all the dates, but history is my thing. You know what I mean? Math was my thing a little bit in middle school, but then that whole thing changed after I met this one girl. So, I'll get into that. But I eventually did it. I got to pass the PERT. Like, it was like, today is the day that you take the PERT test. Tomorrow or a little bit after, I don't know. Like, it was like literally like graduation is at this time. This is the last day. Alright? You pass or you don't. You know what I mean? So I literally passed on that day, and I got to walk across. I got to walk across the stage. Now, seeing all the people, like, I didn't know, some of the people I still didn't know, in high school, all in a line, ready to walk across. It was very. It didn't hit me until like after the whole thing, like after everything, knowing, like, sitting down and reliving everything I went through, knowing everything I went through, everything that happened in high school year, and it was very freeing in a way, I guess. And sorry, it was very freeing, and I was really excited for it. You know what I mean? It was a moment. Where is it? I would like to pull out my diploma for you guys, but I don't know where it is right now. Like, if I go searching for it, it's gonna be a while. This tape is gonna be recording this on the 3rd, but I'll probably, if there's a video, I'll put it in here somewhere. But there was a video captured of me. I was dancing, and I was like, I was vibing out to the music because we were getting out of here. This and the 3rd. It was cool. I was really happy for it. So yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is, like, I had a very eventful high school year. I had a very eventful high school year. That was my high school experience. Next, if I could say anything to my younger self right before he went into high school, and I couldn't tell him to not make certain decisions, I'll tell him, like, hey, hey, bro, you're good. You'll get through it, and things will happen that will hurt you in the moment, but everything will disappear later. You know what I mean? Everything will disappear. The scars won't disappear, because those will be your lessons. Those will be experience. Those will help you move forward in life. And I don't even gotta say it. Y'all know what to do. But basically, for those people going into high school or already in high school, there's gonna be a lot of drama. There's gonna be a lot of breakups. There's gonna be a lot of fights and stuff like that. There's just gonna be a lot of stuff that happens in high school. And once you get out, none of that stuff will matter besides you getting your diploma. And hey, and for the people that decides to drop out and get their GED, as long as you get your GED or your diploma, that's basically your gateway into getting into jobs and stuff like that. That's basically it. If I rather take the GED or the diploma, I'd rather go for the diploma and go through everything I went through, because I feel like without everything I went through, my whole life would be a whole lot different right now. You know what I mean? I don't know whether for the good or worse. I'm not sure. But, I'm thankful that God put me on this path where I am standing in front of you guys, talking to you guys about my high school year. And I want to give inspiration for those guys. I want to say, like, hey, you're going to pass that test. You're going to you go ask that girl out, bro. I'm trying to remember everything that was like big in high school. You know what I mean? Like, oh, and honestly, yes, high school is important. You know what I mean? I don't want to say stress too much about knowing what you want to do. Because at a certain point, at a certain point in high school, like freshman, whatever is after freshman, your goal is to get good grades, get good grades. Participate in high school as much as you can, and move forward. And then at a certain point, school will take over and be like, hey, for the people that don't know what they're gonna do, here are some jobs that are out there for you. Here's how much money you can make. Here's all the stuff that that you could be doing. Because I went on a lot of job career. I don't remember what it was called. Like, there was a lot of orientations and stuff like that. There was a lot of presentations and stuff like that, where adults that had their current job would talk to the people like, hey, if you interested, this and the third, here's the company, this and the third, and basically all you really need is a diploma, you know what I mean? And on certain jobs, I'm guessing you need certain grades, I guess. I don't know, I'm not sure. But for one of those jobs I do want to do, and I'll tell you this, like, I want to, besides, being in front of the camera, reaching out, helping those people that are in need, and in high school that feels like life is over. It's not. I want to be an electrician, probably on the side, probably for my main. I don't know, but I do want to do that. Help people, and give light to certain people. You know what I mean? All right, my bad. I'm sorry. Yeah, this. Sorry, y'all. That was weird. But I just wanted to basically say, like, my high school year was rough, and I want to thank the people that helped me on the road, and I want to say apologize to people that I hurt on the road of high school. And I'm thankful for people like Mr. Pettit and my boy Mickey and a lot of other people that were there with me during my high school year. And I believe I changed for the better. I am deeper into Christianity now. That's stapled in my life now. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm pretty sure, because a lot of other stuff. Okay, now that we're kind of like at the end of the video, I want to say there was a lot of stuff that I didn't talk about, which probably aggravated a little bit of the people. This video was kind of like an inspiration to those that are still in high school, that are going through crazy stuff. That things will get better. But a lot of the stuff that did happen, I kind of want to go deeper in, and I don't feel like editing an hour video about, my high school years with everything juicy in the middle. So I'll save those videos for you guys. I'll make sure to definitely write those ideas down so you guys know what I'm talking about and the stuff that I went through during high school. So, and if you like the high school joint, like I said, there's gonna be some high school stuff that I'll be talking about in later videos. But yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, now we're at the end of the video. I want to do a little pretty prayer for everyone. Bow your head and close your eyes. Father God, I thank you for everyone watching, for the ones still walking through the halls of high school, and for the ones who've already stepped into the new season. Lord, remind them that no matter where they are, you are guiding their steps. For those still in the middle of the struggle, give them strength and focus. For those who graduated, give them wisdom and direction. Let every viewer remember that their worth isn't found in grades, popularity, or the past, but in you, the one who made them with purpose. May they hold on to their light even when life feels dark, and keep walking in faith until they find what you've prepared for them. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. So, I want to thank you guys for reaching the end of this video. I know that for a lot of people it might not be useful or anything like that, but it was kind of just like a whole inspirational video, like I said a little bit earlier. But pray that everybody is doing okay. I pray that everything, like, I pray for everybody that is still in high school, and pray for everybody that's about to enter or exit high school. It's a it's a part of the season that people go through. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.